Welcome back to Recovery to the Road. I think it's been about a month since I've filmed and put anything on YouTube, so we'll do a little bit of catch up. So kids were on spring break for 2 weeks. That's what I think started our little hiatus from recording and filming and whatnot. Kids went back a few weeks ago. We were playing catch up with the business and real estate and all that. So we are here now. So it's all good. We've been going to PT though thoroughly twice a week up until after the kids got back from spring break. Or went back to school for spring break. So we are now down to once a week. So obviously highlight kind of the so far because it means we're making progress in the correct ways and we're doing things correctly at PT, but also not at PT, outside, doing our little workouts and everything. So actually I just came back from the gym. So feeling good, feeling like I wanted to film. So that's why we're doing it now before we get unmotivated. But yeah, we are actually getting very motivated now, very excited for what's going on and where we are at with recovery and what is in store this next week. So we'll break that down. So tomorrow I will be going back to my naturopath doc and I do TRT and I get the pellets actually. So if you have questions about TRT and the pellets and how those work, please give me your questions, reach out to me, give me any feedback you have on what you're on or what you're doing for your regimen. So I'd love to know that as well. But yeah, I get those over in my left or right flank. I'm not sure which one we're on. So we'll do that tomorrow. Obviously that'll help us with motivation as well. So I've been on that for about 2 years now and I really, really enjoy it. It's not an overdosing amount of testosterone. So it's getting me to where I feel comfortable and motivated and happy and ready to take on anything really. So that's where that is as far as the TRT goes. We just got back from the gym. We're going about 3-4 times a week now since we don't have PT twice a week. We're going to the gym 3-4 times a week, getting a little bit of workout, not doing too much crazy, obviously squats or anything crazy like that. Doing more function, mobility training, some band work with monster walks, things like that. Slowly doing leg extensions. I think we're up to like 20 pounds on leg extensions and leg curls. Doing those kind of things. It's feeling good to get those weights moving again, getting that knee moving again, realizing that we are finally gaining strength in it. So that was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, where I finally really felt a turn on what was going on with the knee and for the better. So it wasn't like achy as much anymore. It's more of that going back to that normalcy and it's not as stiff. I'm feeling like I can trust it almost again. So it's definitely, there's been a change in the physiology part of my knee and I'm definitely enjoying it. So we are able to do a lot of things really easy now. Mowing the lawn is definitely, can be tiresome usually, but we can do it now, things like that. It feels good to get out and get life going again. So we're feeling good there. We also have our 3-month follow-up from surgery date with Dr. Porter. So definitely going to ask him when I can run or jog again and see what is on the horizon for us in regards to that, because he's definitely the ones to make those kind of calls. So excited to hear what he has to say from that. And I just want to know what my new limits are and how soon I could exceed them, but also where we can push ourselves now. So we're feeling good. We're feeling motivated. We're really getting back on track. We fell off for a little bit, but we're feeling good deep inside. It's motivation coming out and we're about to hit this road to recovery. So thank you guys for staying along and let's see what this week brings. Thanks guys. Alrighty, we are here, gonna go to our pellet appointment. Gonna see if we can't film it here. That's gonna be great if we can. Not sure if Dr. Wayne will let us, but it's gonna be a cross our fingers and let's see if she lets us kind of thing. Alright, let's check it out. Alrighty, we're gonna do a little bit of filming, but it's not gonna be the full procedure, so we got some coverage coming for you guys. So we'll do a little bit of showing what we can do and what we can't do. Alright, hold on. Lidocaine.
Yep, just numbing needle. And make sure that we're numbing the whole area. Usually we'll scratch the skin so it feels less achy, because lidocaine can be a little stingy sometimes. The distraction is nice. And then typically go in the love handle, one end in the glute, because it needs to go in a little bit fat.
And then carry more fat there, or?
Yep. You don't mind any this probably in the love handle. So, fat or hormones in general, I know that's 8%.
No, you're fine.
Are based out of cholesterol. So you want to put it in fat. It gets absorbed a lot better, and it sticks around a lot longer. It just metabolizes a lot better.
Gotcha.
You're trying to read back the numbing.
I saw that, I felt it.
Also, when you put it in a love handle in men, it has less likely of a chance for it to back out or get infected or the body to wall it off. So when you put it in a glute or in the butt cheek, I guess, is probably more layman's term.
Medical term or YouTube term?
It gets really angry, you have more bruising, you have a bigger risk for complications. This tends to be a lot easier. Most men are wildly lean from the hips down, even whenever they are heavier set. So it makes it just a lot better. So while you're numbing, I set my tray out packets.
Oh, so you gotta open up all the pellets individually?
Yeah. So that's what makes this a little easier to customize, is I get to choose all of the things.
You get to choose, you're saying like how many pellets
How many
and all
pellets, the dose. With men, it's a little bit more static, just because the pellets are usually 200 milligrams each. With women, there's a lot more variability. Anything chocolate cookie?
that? Nope.
Perfect. I don't know if you can use the chocolate cookie. Nothing sharp, right?
Nope.
Just weird pressure.
Sure. Yeah, barely anything. Yeah.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
get tickled just because it's
Yeah.
in the love handle, especially my ticklish folks.
Yep. Mhm.
So this is what felt looks like. So we lay them in a line. Whereas previously we used to cluster place them.
And the benefit of pellets is, you were saying it's something like a horse and a salt stick or a sugar stick or something like that?
So the benefit of pellets, well, hormone replacement in essence. Just a second here, that little scar tissue. There we go. We've placed pellets on the side before.
That's probably what I felt earlier.
Yeah. So the benefit of pellets over other forms of hormone replacement, so most men are on injectable, is how steady state it is. Also, this is just testosterone. So with your injectables, it's testosterone cypionate, or ethionate, declinate, valerate. These are these salt forms that keep the musculature from metabolizing it really quickly. So it keeps it around in your system for a longer period of time, but it can be very irritating to your liver. So it can increase in clotting factors or red blood cells and things like that. Not that testosterone doesn't increase red blood cells in general. It will just aggravate that even more.
Gotcha.
So also, you only have to do this twice a year.
Yep.
But just like that, we're done.
And we just use, your body uses it as you need it, is what I was.
Absolutely. So blood flow determines the rate at which it's broken down. So if you're exercising or you're stressed out, you're going to have more blood flow to your pellets, so you're going to have higher levels. When you're sitting there Netflixing and chilling or sleeping, you don't have as much testosterone in circulation. So in general, it's going to be more bioidentical in its release just because of your activity.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for that knowledge.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you for the procedure as well, as it's always simple.
Yes.
All right, that concludes our pellet procedure. So, you know, Dr. Wayne's pretty freaking awesome. She lets us videotape and walked us through all of that. So huge kudos, huge thanks to her. And very simple, very easy. We got Dr. Porter's appointment tomorrow, our 3-month follow-up. So we're excited for that. And let's see what that brings tomorrow. All right, we're heading into the 3-month follow-up appointment with Dr. Porter. Really hoping he can tell us that we can start running. That'd be cool, but I think we're gonna get to just some plyometrics, some stretches like that. But hopefully just hear him for just some good news. You know, that's all we want at the end of this appointment, so stay tuned. Going, cool. All right, well, everything's been good. Last couple days I've been doing like the prone exercise, and there was a small like click, but other than that, everything's been great.
You're still doing physical therapy?
We went down to once a week now.
Okay, I'm gonna have you lay down. Let's take a look at this. Just let it relax. There you go. Now tighten up this muscle and here. Okay. Let it relax slowly. Nice and relaxed. There you go. This feels good. Nice and solid. Alright. Yeah, you can go ahead and sit up here. So it's been what, about 4 months, 6
It's been
months?
3 months, yeah.
It's just over 3.
Yeah.
The it's not ready for run, jump, cut, pivot yet.
Okay.
Even if it's feeling better. It's gonna take about 9 months to get where you need to be.
Okay.
100% of run, jump, cut, pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And that varies with some individuals, some take longer. The main focus right now would be keep working on your range of motion, but leg strength. Work
Okay.
on quads and hamstrings. And
We just started in the gym doing
Yeah.
small leg extensions, leg curls, things like that. We did them at PT first. He's like, go ahead and do them at the gym now.
Yeah, I would probably hold off on the knee extensions.
Okay.
Yeah, or if you do that, do what's called a short arc. You're just going halfway. You're going from here to there. Yeah, just that much of it.
Yeah, it's just with the that's what
and
we're
not kicking
saying.
out into full.
No.
Yeah, leg press, squats, bike with resistance.
Yep.
Those are all really good exercises to work on getting your tone up.
Band setups. that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So then November was when we were looking to do a half marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still doable?
I think it's reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be in pretty good shape. As far as returning to running, jogging, it's usually somewhere between 4 and 6 months.
Yeah.
And flat surfaces, you're not doing uneven terrain or rocky surfaces, just flat
Straight
surfaces,
road.
kind of straight flat surfaces, and then you start to work your way up
Okay.
there.
So you said about the 4 to 6 month mark. So will I hear from you
I'm
about
gonna-
starting to run
I'm
again?
gonna see you another time in 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna
Perfect.
put us at about 5 months. And
So
then
that's
we'll-
when we should hear from you. Hey, go run.
Yeah, we'll talk about it and say, okay, we're ready to move along there.
Gotcha.
And in the meantime, you just keep working on getting your muscle tone, your muscle strength up.
Gotcha.
Any
Cool.
questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right,
Just keep doing PT.
keep doing
and-
PT, do your home exercises, no run, jump, cut, or pivot activities,
Correct.
and we have you check back in here in 8 weeks.
Okay. What about like hills? Is that a downfall or something we should stay against?
You know, it's what, right now, as far
Yeah.
as
Just walking.
I
walking's
get
fine.
like I'm okay.
Walking's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. What you worry about
I guess
is-
if I have a choice between my son's game to go sit down at the bottom of the hill or go stay at the top, either one is.
Yeah, it doesn't
Alright.
matter, yeah. Yeah, it's just when we get to the running part, we start with flat surfaces and then we move,
Yes.
then we move along.
Yep. And short distances.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I'll recommend something like a walk-run program where maybe go down to the track at the school and you jog the straight, you walk the curve, you jog the straight, you walk the curve, and then you start to work your way up.
Looking forward to that day.
We'll get there.
Thank you, sir.
Any
Is-
other questions?
Is he allowed to ride a bike?
Yeah.
Bicycle?
Good call.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing we worry about initially is if it's a road bike and you clip into pedals,
No.
then, you know, if you're unclipping, you twist the knee to
Yeah.
do that, so
The clip
that
ins
would be,
are off.
if there's no clip-ins, then you're fine,
Okay.
and I think it's a
It would
good
just be
exercise.
leisure family rides.
No, that's-
Yeah.
We're missing the window of good weather right now.
PT
so.
was kind of hesitant because of the braking where we're coming to a stop, but
Should
just
be fine.
I think
Yeah,
You're
it's
also a
just-
biker, so I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
clipping in, clipping out, that's what I worry about,
Perfect.
otherwise you're fine.
perfect.
All right,
You got your good news. You want to go for a bike ride now?
I wanna see you in 8 weeks.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank
it's
you,
good to
sir.
see you.
Appreciate
You guys
you.
have a good day.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Take care of
You're gonna
yourself.
come down to your left to get out of here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
Have a good day.
Dylan Cease was pitching. He had a pretty good start going, but got into some trouble. The crazy part was they were not hitting the ball hard. They were just happening to get a guy on, hit a deeper that wasn't going to get caught. So it was like he was still pitching well, and they weren't hitting the ball hard, but they were able to score 2 runs that day. Tied it back up, and I think that was like one of the favorites. But I didn't get to watch the time and stuff. We do.
All right.
Trying to hide from you.
I'll see you Monday. Yeah, enjoy the trip, I guess. Yeah, a little 1800 miles.
One way. All right, you guys.
All right, well, I'll catch you next week.
See you later.
Did you meet your wife before college or after? I met her after college. Old fashioned way.
face to face.
Did you go up to her? Or?
Yeah. That was actually my meeting. I'm thinking
You want a little stick for balance?
No. So the ball comes in the dugout. Hits like her beer, and she's studying for whatever test she has and whatnot. I had like basketball shorts underneath my sweatpants, so I took my sweatpants off and dabbed her books.
Oh.
That's how she happens. That's all.
You know her brother, like,
I knew her brother just because I played ball with him. I never knew he had a sister.
oh.
But now he's like one of my best friends.
Oh, yeah, now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we played ball together. They all graduated around here, so they're from here too. So.
Well, high school did you go to?
She went to Mesquite. Literally right down the street.
Really?
Less than 4 miles probably.
North or south?
West.
Oh, south.
Yeah, there's 4 directions. It's on, I think it's on Cooper, McLean. The Mesquite Mountains.
what, the high school?
Yeah, he's never heard of it.
You've never heard of this? I've heard of the name, but for so long. But yeah, you might need to raise it. And if you can, no, please me out. I do want you to.
Oh, okay.
That was the position.
Yeah, whenever it comes to having someone writing it up.
He comes at 9?
Yeah, be
Okay.
with minimal
Probably like 9:05.
or no symptoms is hard. But whenever you're making decisions in that area, that's really discomfort associated. trouble integrating into that routine, that's okay. Versus being like, we're done, and then you start, like, you're gonna have to wait for rest. So if you have to go, you can start with I'm not saying exclusively if you must, otherwise you keep it. But it's always good if you start that.
Prior to the Bad Company days, and they're nominated for the roll call. We're rooting for Bad Company. We're going to find out next week who makes the cut. So, I'm time cut. All right. You're done with Bad Company.
But I wanted to cut all the pieces, but I was like, can you just confirm that you're cool with that?
Second set of double leg, then I'll do single leg.
Is the double ring becoming easy at this point?
I jumped on. I was like, this feels good.
Okay.
Like it feels clean.
Sometimes it's good for to have range of motion at this.
I mean,
I guess nesty.
exactly. And it doesn't hurt. Like it feels good.
Feels good to do.
Yeah. Like I'm excited for the single legs here.
Yeah. Did we give you the elevator squat version of it, where you go down partially, hold it for 5 seconds, go down a little further, hold it for 5 seconds, go down to 90, hold it for 5? Have we done that?
We've barely done single legs. Is that for this? Okay.
We could introduce a double leg first, but single leg might be a little bit intense for that.
Yeah. Feels good.
It gets you deeper.
It feels good, and I have a day off tomorrow.
Okay, so we can
If you want to try, we can do it.
try, but I don't want to get crazy.
I'm fine with whatever.
Not some of these movements. What'd you guys do?
I hope that's not how I'm supposed to be doing calf raises.
I know, right?
My parents came over, went to church in the morning, but parents came over later. Just hung out.
More about like the story of the people thing.
Celebrate the multiple holidays.
Birthday?
I saw that that's a big thing in disc golf. The courses always smell kind of funny.
A little bit. Some distant like walk thing that comes your way.
I took a screenshot of an action figure thing that everyone's doing. And it shows like a disc golfer.
Oh gosh.
And they showed a little joint.
That is the stereotype.
Your assessor of current status and getting her prepared for the next transition, which is going to be slipping his heel lifts up and going to lower. Reach out to this
How's that?
Is there? Am I going too deep with the single leg?
You don't need to go really farther than 90.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going really deep and it feels good and it's controllable.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to put too much strain to really.
Is it hurting your knee? You don't really need to go past 90.
Mild, but it's like I like it. Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Like you're engaging it through the range that you need to be working in.
that's what it feels like.
You don't need to go past 90. You don't need to go past 90. Did you just do normal up and down movements?
Yes.
Well, let me see. Maybe up the tracks. For the elevator squats, you would be on, well, you can do double leg, but for single leg, you would be, so you start straight, go down to like a quarter squat. This isn't that's right. Go down to a quarter, hold it for 5 seconds. Go down to half, hold it for 5 seconds. Go down to 90, hold it for 5 seconds. Come all the way back up.
Okay. 3 stops.
And you can also like, okay, I want to be able to do that single leg, but I'm not quite there yet to do 5 reps. Then you can like keep your toe down just to give you as much assistance as you need. Like still rely as much only on one leg as you can, but it's there to help you be successful with it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, 3 stops with the last stop being in 90.
Okay.
And we'll try 5 reps. Start with 5 reps where you're doing 5 seconds of each stop. Let me make sure this is on there. You can feel a little gravel on the road there. Yeah. Doing 3.5 seconds.
What? Is it when they're short one? I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, PT seconds are always longer. It goes like half.
I'm not saying their dad doesn't curse, but it's the way their mom says it.
Shake 3 beats. Maybe a goal of like 2 sets of 5. That was 2 reps. And we're aiming for 5 reps. Let's see how it feels after the first 5.
How many of these am I doing?
30. Yeah, have a conversation, find out how surgery went. We're gonna get the reports on all that. Yeah, find out how surgery went. That surgery, you don't know her whole story. So, get the whole story, find out, you know, more about it. And come up with a plan, what should we do.
Not that I wouldn't, but I probably did.
One set of 5, and then second set to 2.
Okay. You're gonna try and get to 5, or you think that's a toast?
Yeah, this was from yesterday.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Recovery to the Road. Really appreciate all you guys liking, subscribing, sharing this video, commenting, doing all that fun stuff. Thank you guys. We've had a lot of great news recently. You know, we're going to be doing some walk jog protocol in 8 weeks. That's what we're looking forward to. still got the half marathon in November. That's our end goal right now. So we're getting pretty excited to hopefully start ramping some things up. I'm at the gym right now. I'm gonna go get a good upper body set in and have a great day. Peace. Have a good one. Bye.